What up, guys? Good morning. Sorry I'm a few minutes late here. Getting things going. Had some news, economic news come out this morning. Well, first we could talk about. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. By the way, what's up, Kyle? Hey, Taro. What's up, Jesse? Good morning. Morning, guys. Morning, morning. Let's look at a. Where to even start? What's up, Lennon? Morning, guys. I don't think I drew that line straight. Um, Where to start? Where to start? So Powell, big news is Powell yesterday started talking at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. As soon as he opened his mouth, he talked about interest rates going down or starting to decline beginning in September or sorry December. Ugh, it's early morning here, guys. That interest rates eventually are going to start going down. Something about December. What did he say in December? I can't remember exactly what he said. Where's my main man Powell? Anyways, he basically said that that inflation was probably going to get under control, and that interest rates were going to start to come down. And so the market reacted incredibly positively to that and just shot to the moon. You can see it right here. I mean, this thing went up 500 points almost. 500 points in 3 hours. It just went straight up. Hope some of you guys caught that move. We were obviously in this down channel in the week, which we talked about. Broke out of that down channel, and just shot up. So we had some more data come out this morning, and that was some not financial. Gosh, inflation. I've only had one cup of coffee this morning, guys, so bear with me. Some inflation numbers come out. Core personal consumption expenditures rose less than expected, so shows that inflation might actually be getting under control a little bit. And then the year came in at consensus. So inflation numbers came lower. I thought this thing was going to shoot up. It probably is. It's going to continue to rise, in my opinion. But probably just a little overextended. You did see the move as soon as those numbers came out. Or was it 7:30? We'll look at a minute chart. As soon as those numbers came out this morning, you got the back and forth, and you did get that initial burst up for solid 50 points or so, 50 plus points. But now we're just falling back after that. We've broken past this high over here, which came in last week or a couple weeks ago on the 15th, 2 weeks ago. And the chart pattern, I mean, looks pretty clear that we're going to come up to the top of this trend line, if not the 200 SMA. It's just trying to find that entry on it. We've got Delta dropping at the moment, gone negative. We're flat on the day this morning. I would be careful of this thing. I think it's going to give a lot of false moves one way or the other. You want to be, pretty cautious. I'm actually going to drop down and probably just trade one contract. I don't think I'm going to go two. I think it's going to, like I can see this little thing here where we've got, kind of a range um, going on here, or some people might call it balance. We're in balance. We're in this little range right here. And, I think it could poke up, and then it could come down. You can see that range here over on the 1 minute as well. Get that on the screen. But yeah, we're gonna have to let it move around a little bit, see what it wants to do. I mean, the only way that I'd probably be looking to jump long on it would be if we broke this high again. Then we may come up here at the top of the band. I'm looking at the 1 hour. If we came at 36 to maybe 50, I mean, it's not a lot up there. I could see it popping up and coming to 50. Probably looking for a pullback spot to get in on it. And that might come on a 5 minute. See kind of a supporting trend line here in a 5 minute that might come in with the bottom of the band there in the 5 minute. I'm not really sure. be honest with you. It feels a little overextended. I know it's going to want to keep pushing up, but trying to get that nice entry spot on a futures contract is difficult. Delta's dropping. So it looks like it might want to fall down again. You can see the delta divergence to the downside, how delta's making they're coming down to lows here, but price is still not making a new low, and delta's about ready to make a low. Show me that it might want to fall. Any place it's shorter, it would be up here at the top of the band on the 1 minute. But clearly in a tight little range. Look at Booksies Mapsies. Going to see if there's any large area, a bunch of liquidity down here at 20. And I think that, we talked about would kind of correspond. Where's that 5 minute? Down here at 20, there's a bunch of liquidity. 62 orders sitting there. More liquidity to the downside. These are probably buyers trying to get in on the up move. More liquidity sitting down at 990-ish. Lots of liquidity sitting to the downside. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a pullback on this thing. Some liquidity sitting up at 122. Well, liquidity both sides of this. If I can get a better view of this, I don't chart that. For some 50 contracts sitting up at 120. Some contracts sitting down at 20. What's up, Cesarek? Vernon, if I hadn't said good morning, good morning. Kyle, what's up? Josh, what's up? Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. I appreciate it. Good morning, Kenya. Hello, good morning. 11,900, a bunch of contracts sitting. Yeah, I don't know. I think we might get a pullback on this thing before it wants to go back up. And that's just really on order flow. I mean, look at order flow. It's now gone negative. It's not easy to short this thing. What else? I was going to see if there's any more news coming out this morning. Yeah, we've got manufacturing PMI coming out at 9. ISM coming out at 9. PMI coming out at 8:45. We've got some more data coming out. So I need to be aware of that. Might not be a good idea to trade until after 9 o'clock. Delta's dropping. You almost want to short the break of VWAP. But Morning, STV Blaze. Morning, Airbank. Market's gonna open in about 40 seconds. I'm expecting an impulse down on the open. It's basically just on order flow here. You can see Delta, Cumulative Delta dropping. The stream was not that great. I ended up being up about 8:57 on the day after the news in the afternoon. But I think sometimes when I'm live streaming, we get that break of VWAP there. I think when I'm live streaming, I tend to stare at the chart for so long that I jump into things that I might necessarily not have gotten into if I wasn't just sitting here staring at it. Sure, Matt, no problem. Remember, some data's coming out at what's up? Find the algo. Data's coming out at 8:45 in 15 minutes. What is it? PMI, I think. PMI is coming out in 15 minutes, and then we've got some ISM stuff coming out at 9. So some data coming out. Got that initial break there, VWAP. You could see Delta dropping all the way through. VWAP was pretty clear it was going to break. Came down to the support level, which you can see here on the 5-minute. Bottom of the band on the 5-minute. We've now got kind of a ABCD pattern to the downside on the 5-minute. See that here where it's just, I don't know, where's my pen? Got, A, B, C, D. It's just like a two-legged pullback. First leg, second leg. Try to trade the break of that. See it here on the 2000 tick chart as well. Hitting the 20 SMA. Sometimes what you always want to do is see what it's hitting to see when that breaks, if it's actually hitting a valid level of support or not. I think it would go 79 and then 90. I don't know. A little too tight for me. Buying coming through over here. I think it's going to run into some resistance up here at 90, top of the band, previous level of resistance. Maybe pretty slow going here. It's looking pretty slow going. Morning, Sam. Morning, Jamie. Hit that like button, guys, if you don't mind, if you're on here. Maybe the YouTube will put in front of some other folks. Filling your short. Nice. When did you get in short, Taro? Yeah, we can see here as price is moving up, coming into a previous. Gosh, my pen keeps just disappearing on me. Coming up here to this previous level of resistance up here at the top. Delta looks like it wants nothing to do with it. If it gets through this, though, I think it's opened up the top of the band here in the 1 minute. I don't know. It's too tight for me. You guys are trading the ES, huh? It's nice. I think it's going to wick through this level here. Oh, maybe the 5 minute looks like it's kind of open. I just don't like this. Here at that level of resistance, we see here at the top of the band, previous levels of resistance. Struggling at that level. I would not be trying to go long here. Although, if I think you never know what it's going to do. I could also see it popping and moving up real quick, but I'm just not taking any of this. Delta's not moving up. Lots of selling coming in there. Excuse me. I feel like I'd really be forcing a trade here if I took one. Yep. Thanks, Kyle. News coming out at 8:45. More news coming out at 9. So gonna be one of those kind of mornings, I'm afraid. Lots of sitting waiting for news. Then you might be able to find an opportunity. Just chopping around BWAP here. I mean, you can almost try to take a break, this support, but we'll try to read the break. I mean, this might be a short here. Comes up again, push down. We broken this trend line. It comes here, comes up, boom. I don't know. An idea. Only trading one contract this morning. Got a scalp setting here. I don't know. I might. I'm not even gonna take that bait as it breaks higher. I'm not taking that bait. I'm not taking any of this. This is in a range at the moment. And so the only thing you want to do is short the top, buy the bottom. And that's not my strength doing that. I just don't have it. I trade kind of break a support and resistance. I trade like break a structure. I don't think the news that's going to come out is really going to impact. I think we are going to continue to trend up, but it could spike around that delta's dropping here. I wouldn't be surprised if this breaks and we fall down to 46. Delta's dropping. Look at that big selling coming in. This is all just choppy. This is just going to be a bunch of choppy mess. You saw that consolidation there, Delta dropping. You almost would think about taking a short here with the expectation that we'd pull back here, but now you'd be stopped out. Consumer spending rose. That might be what's booing or pulling this down a little bit. I just saw that. I think consumer spending rose in October. Pushing higher. I don't trust that move. But it pokes above 95 and then Delta's not coming along with it. Top of the band. This is a place to probably short it. Down. Yeah, Jamie, those are tough. Sometimes you get like so stuck on a direction, I find. Um Yesterday there was a fundamental catalyst that was shooting that market up. But if sometimes when there's not a catalyst and it's just like a normal trading day, but the market has decided to trend for whatever reason, but you're hell bent on going one way, like you're bearish on it and it keeps moving up, but you every time it comes up to a level of resistance, you're sure this is a spot it's going to reverse, and it just doesn't. It just keeps blowing through your stops. Or even worse, you don't take your stop, you add to your loser. Those are really frustrating days. I'm tempted to chase it here, but I'm not going to. Delta's not moving up with it. You almost want to jump on because you think it's going to come up to 15. Not going to. I've been burned by you too many times. Delta's not moving up with it. Delta's not moving up with it. We are negative delta still on the session. I don't trust this up move. Price is going to do what it's going to do. You're not always going to know where price is going to go. Delta here rolling over. We have formed an up channel on the session. You can see it here. Also see it over here on the 1 minute pretty clearly. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, Kyle, it's tough not to do it, right? It's like you keep averaging down or averaging up or whichever way, and it's just no bueno to do that. You just got to take your stops on it. It's hard to take stops, though. I mean, I know that people are like, well, just put your stop loss and manually take it, but it's something that I struggle with to this day. You see how you can see how price is making, higher highs, higher lows. But what Delta's doing, this is classic Delta divergence. So like you try to go like this is one of those instances where like you go short. You're like, there's Delta divergence. We're at the top of the band here, top of some resistance. I'm gonna go short. Then we move up a little bit higher. So you move your stop. You're like, well, we're not quite there yet. Then all of a sudden, before you know it, your stop's up here at 36. You're 25 points down or something on it. And then at that point it's like it's too far gone. It's like you go into account blow up mode. And I think we've all been in that mode where you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna it's too far for me to try to recover from this. We're gonna add to it again and hope that it comes back our way. And it rarely does. Rarely does. It's a number drop. What are you talking about, number drop? Itchy nose. Top of the channel here. Top of the band. Got that move up. Maybe a break of the channel to the downside. Maybe a break 80 down, but it's counter trend trading. I'm just not seeing anything good here. Any good setup. I feel like I'm forcing it. Particularly with all this news coming out. Oh, the number drop. Yeah, sorry, the number drop. What came out? 47.7 on PMI. It was a positive number. But I don't know. It's really just kind of how the market reacts to it. I think the market's just kind of waiting for everything to come out. Now you got ISM coming out in 11 minutes. Nice low volume node formed here. See that, it's using that as support. Yeah, 47.7 on PMI. The one thing that I like about this, if you don't know what these numbers actually mean, this calendar, if you click on it, it'll give you an explanation of it. But different indices, like this would probably, the Dow may react differently or more strongly than the Nasdaq to something like this, whereas a Nasdaq would probably react more strongly to like CPI news. Of course, we have NFP coming out tomorrow. 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Need to be aware of that. Thanks for all those guys who hit that like button. I appreciate it. It's also one of those days where it's like it'll be 10:30 and before you know it, this thing's up at 12,170 and you've just been not doing anything with it. We're up through this high now over here on the daily. The 4 hours probably more clearer on it. Take this off. I think it's probably got room up to 70. All this news coming out at 9. Got a little frog in my throat. You're trying to get long on this. We're in a clear up channel. The place to get long is down here at the bottom of this channel. Not be buying the top of the channel, top of the band, top of resistance. So you got to be patient. And a way to get in is, well, number one, there's news coming at 9, which I've said a million times, but I think some people are popping in here. You kind of heard me. You can just wait for these little pullback, like little pullbacks that come in. Buy the break of those back up. You come back down to the bottom of the channel. Possibly this LVN right here, 105. Gives you a little pullback. You just buy the top. You buy the break of it. It's not that difficult. The difficult part is just being patient, waiting for it. That's the difficult part. Just waiting for those numbers to come out. Frustrating few weeks, Jesse. Hear that, man? Point of control coming in up here. I expect this is going to want to try to push 36. I like this level here, though. Like 105. May miss this trade, but 4 minutes of this news. What do you mean, Taro? They won't let you make money. See that pop of that high. 46. Gosh, excuse me. God, I really want to jump in on this, but with news coming out in 3 minutes, I just can't. You want a short? I don't know. You do you, Jamie. Oh, waiting for it to come out. Got about 15 seconds, so the pain will soon be over. And that is why you are not in a trade when news comes out. Printed red. See how tight these bands are now getting on the 1 hour. I get this feeling after I've been watching the charts for a long time, watching kind of trades in my mind go by. I don't know if you guys ever do that. You're like, oh, I'm going, and then you don't take the trade, but you watch it go to exactly where you thought it was going to go, and then you get all this FOMO on the next one, and then you end up just jumping into some mediocre trade because that's what happened to me yesterday at the end of the live stream. Something mediocre that you normally probably wouldn't have gotten into. Bit of that at the moment. I almost thought about shorting here as we broke this LVN to take it down, which would have been a winner chicken dinner. We now have Delta dropping lower. Dow has gone negative on the day. I'm trying to limit my coffee intake, doing everything I can not to drink too much coffee. I've already had 2 cups this morning. PMI disappoints. It's probably the Dow. Like the Dow reacts more strongly to manufacturing data and stuff. Waiting for it to kind of figure out what it wants to do here. The 5 second. A big wick. Which way? Which way are you thinking about going? Bearish. Oh, you're bullish. Yeah, I'm thinking about going long on it. Right here, just try to take a scalp as we break the 20 SMA on the 1 minute. We break that LVN, we break the 20 SMA, we pop back up to 29 or so. If he gets there. A lot of wicks here going on in the 1 minute. Volume profile just shifted. Sorry for my throat, guys. Hope it's not bothering anybody. That trades off, it seems like. Now we're looking to the downside. Sorry, Jamie. Yeah, I keep wanting to go long because of the fundamentals of yesterday. Yesterday was such a bullish day that I keep looking to try to get to the upside. But Delta down here is really discouraging me from doing that. We can look at Bookmap. Bookmap's negative 2,000 Delta on the session. This is overnight session Delta. This US session Delta. Just for the overnight session volume profile. Sometimes just looking at a different chart will give you what's going on. See, I would expect to see a bunch of orders sitting down at 12,000, and I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing just normal amount, which shows me there may not be a big attraction for it to move down to 12,000, which would clearly just be a psych level. Plus, it's this area of support down here. 2,000 tick is easier to see over here from the overnight session. I'd expect to see a bunch of orders here, but I'm not seeing them. Delta though is just drop, like a Delta dropping. Delta's dropping. I think this thing's gonna fall. Point of control coming in down here. Watching Bankman Fried, Sam Bankman Fried interview here on CNBC. Now we're getting that move down. Delta's really showing us the better picture of what's going on in the market. Even as the market was grinding up here, that Delta divergence, kept us out of taking any. Appreciate everybody giving this thing a like. I'm very reluctant to chase it down here. It's got overnight session lows it's about ready to run into. Clear area of support here on the 4-hour as well. I would say little zone here. But that would have been, I don't know, probably should have tried jumping on a short on that as we saw Cumulative Delta dropping. Nice little LVN here at 20. But coming into pretty key support. I can always find a reason not to take a trade. Nice, Matt. Good job. Delta dropping as it moves lower. LVN up here would have been an interesting spot to get in. So, wait for another pullback to get in short. um, oh, it's going to keep falling without me here. But it may provide an opportunity. It's going to be patient. Hmm. Delta's moving up. You can see this band here opened up down to, I don't know why I have this blue trend line on. 3 weeks ago. See how price rolled off that LVN. I took a short on that LVN, but I don't know. I don't like chasing it. Delta's now moving up stronger. Really like it when you get this kind of bearish signal that you get a pullback on a 5-minute into an LVN or a moving average or something, and then you get a bearish candle on a 5-minute. Those are typically, if you miss the initial break, if you miss the initial volatility. Now as price is attempting to come down, you see Delta moving up. It looks like it's going to break through the low here and then continue to drop. Looking bullish on the 1 minute now. A little false breakout to the downside. Delta divergence on that as price broke lower. Delta held structure. Where are you looking, Carolina? to see puts are rising and stuff. What platform are you using? Thinkorswim. Interesting. Interesting. Trady ticks. You find that super useful? Nice. Yeah, look, I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. Looks pretty cool. So many gadgets and things we can buy. Bookmap, 3D ticks. They are helpful, then they are worth it. Looks like it wants to roll over here again. I don't know. This 5 minutes about to close here. It's come down to the bottom of the band here on the 1 hour though. Very, look how tight this has gotten, and since this massive amount of volatility from yesterday, the bands here on the 1 hour have really tightened up. Got a solid bearish candle there in the 5 minute. Looks like it may pop down to, I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I'm only up $50 on a massive move. But, oh, man. Bullish candle on the 5-minute. Oh, I'm sleepy. All right, let me grab some coffee, guys. I need a cup of coffee. I cannot. Coffee break. Back in 5 minutes. I'll leave bookmap up here for you guys. Right back, guys. What is going on with this guy now? Trying to move up. I don't see much hope for a move to the upside here. But Delta is moving up. See you, Matt. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to smash that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button. Give us a subscribe if you're not subscribed. Blah, 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 blah. Folks, smash that like button, boys and girls. I think we're going to get another move down. This volume profile looks very odd. Needs a value area low, but coupled with this big LVN up here, higher volume node down here, we seem to be accepting these prices. Tempted to short, the break of this support. That's the way that I trade. 72, take it down, scalp, but you never know. Thanks for all the likes, guys. Got the World Cup on in the background, providing me a little bit of distraction. Belgium, Croatia playing at the patient trader. You're living up to your name, patient trader. Big LVN coming. A little higher volume node here. It's probably going to break 72 and then drop down. Belgium's going to go out the group stage. My fake out to the downside, not pushing higher. And I don't know. It's probably going to be at me for me a little bit. Patient trader's right. I think we're going to find a short opportunity here, but I would be stopped out on that scalp move right there at the moment. Well, guys, my own internet just cost me 560. That's all right, man. You're up like 9K. I wouldn't worry too much about it, Taro. Bullish candles on the 5-minute. This low volume node, though, is going to cause it a lot of problems. But this is kind of what I like to see if I'm trying to find a short is, some sort of bullish move, bullish attempt on a 5 minute trend line comes in. You get a bearish 5 minute candle. You try to take it down again. Yeah, I might go up. Oh, I'm yawning. Just got my coffee and I'm yawning. What's going on? This little up channel here in the 1 minute. You kind of just wait for this thing to break. Back down. I don't know. I'm being the patient trader. Patient trader, I like that name. Patient trader is definitely a good quality to something to aspire to. That's what we should say. Something to aspire to. We're all patient, need to be a little more patient traders, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's moving higher, higher highs, higher lows. We're in up channel now. VWAP maybe VWAP. I don't know. It's a big LVN coming in here. That may be worth seeking out. VWAP 20 SMA on the 5 minute. Delta's now looking very bullish. You got to remember market manipulation, right? I think markets are going to start moving up for the rest of the year based on fundamentals. I think Powell talking, inflation seems to be getting under control, going down a little bit. And so sometimes what you'll see is, big move yesterday. We're going to have some sort of pullback. Bigger financial players want to get in a good price. I don't know, but I do expect that we're going to get another high put in by the end of the year here. It's looking very bullish at the moment. It's running this LVN. But now, we're kind of fanning away from this trend line, which shows me a very bullish move. You can see we've had that supporting trend line. Now we fanned away. A more aggressive move. Very bullish 5 minute. Some crazy moves, man. Some crazy moves. It's going to run into some resistance up here. Sellers coming in. VWAP 20 SMA in the 5. Big buying coming up here, though. Coming down off of that. Man, Morocco is going to win Group B. Jeez. Good job, Morocco. Although poor Belgium. Belgium's going to go home. I like Belgium. Where's Verinder? I think Verinder might be taking a break. Still trying to find a setup here. I mean, I found probably 5 solid setups today. I haven't taken any of them, except for one tiny one. Big buying coming through on that. I think what I'm waiting for now is potential break of this, moving up, pulling back, buying that break up. I don't know. This looks bullish, but we have VWAP here, big LVN right here. You can always find. Let's take a trade. We break 52 and pop up to 60, possibly. It's all looking bullish at the moment. This LVN is my only concern. If that LVN was not there, I'd be going long here. Screw it. Well, if Tarot's long, I'm going long. Pull back. I lost my chart. It may die off the 61. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty open at the moment in terms of like technicals. It's got to get in on it. Quit pussyfooting around, so to speak. Base it. Base it. Yeah, it's also the top of the volume profile. Ah! Drop my phone. Well, guys, I think that's all I'm going to take. I've just been watching this too long. I'm going to get into something that's going to stop me out, and I'm just going to be frustrated. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, point of control just came in up here. Look at the volume profile shifting. Qatar. All right, guys, I'm gonna log off. I've been staring at this too long. I'm about ready to do what I did yesterday when I was up a bunch and then just dug myself a hole. I'm just gonna take a base hit today. I need a green day, and I don't know. I'll keep watching. Sometimes we see opportunities come about later on, but for the most part, I don't know. I mean, this is what I was talking about before. Though we get that big bullish candle, we get a little pullback, and then we buy it to try to take it up some more. We may come up to that 12,100 level, if not higher. Carolina, what are you seeing on your magical trady ticks? Is that what it's called? Interested to know what that's saying. I took a look at it. I've never heard of it before. It looks interesting. All sorts of things. We got bookmap, trady ticks. Trady ticks seems like it's more of like for options trading, but options can give you, how options are going, puts and calls can give you a good idea of where overall markets might be going. It's interesting how this is now using the top of this resistance, maybe now possibly a support. We're now fanning away on this 1 minute. It's just crazy. Ooh. Sorry, I was typing an email there. All right, guys, I'm seriously gonna sign off now. I've said that about 4 times, but I think it's time to sign off. Volume's dying out. My concentration here is dying out, and Europe's about ready to close in about 20 minutes. I appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back tomorrow again, 10:15 a.m. Central Time. If you are not a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. Please give me a few more likes on this bad boy before I sign off. All this is completely free. We've got a Discord channel, lots of coupons in the description, all sorts of ways you can get engaged with the community. And yeah, if you haven't learned anything, we learned Carolina's got a nifty tool, Tradie Ticks. You guys can check out. I'm going to be checking it out too. I'm always interested in these little gadget add-on things. They're interesting to me, and they're kind of fun to tinker with and see. Although I think you want to just stick with the fundamental basics, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and being able to read charts and order flow. But that Tradie Tick seems like it's another nice order flow tool. So always cool to check out other things. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks, SW Blaze. See you tomorrow. See you guys. Payman, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. If you're just new, first time here, really appreciate it. Everybody who chimed in on the chat. Awesome, guys. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Oh, before I forget, NFP tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. NFP. Maybe a market mover. I don't know. Let's see. All right, guys. Take it easy. Bye.